I am so excited. So today's video was actually requested to me by a friend of mine, and they wanted me to do a book video. So recommendations, my favorite books, all that good stuff. So I'm super excited. I love books. I love reading. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna kind of show some of my favorite books and kind of tell you a little bit about them and all that good stuff. If you have any books that I did not mention in this video, please comment below. I'm always looking for more books. I literally reading is my favorite thing to do. So if you have any spiritual growth or any books at all, even I like fiction books too. So any good books, drop them below, please. I love reading. Okay, so first I'm gonna start off by saying there's a book that I no longer have, or two books that I no longer have, but I do want to mention them. They're really, really good when you're first getting started with like law of attraction and like realizing that you create your reality. And like this is the dip your toe in book, I would say, and I'm sure most people have already heard of it, but I'm just going to mention it, is The Secret. And then the follow-up book, The Power. I think it's by like something Brines, Laura. I can't remember because I haven't read it in years now. But definitely when you're first starting to really get into this stuff and um, you're interested, dip your toes in with The Secret and The Power. Those books will change your life. If you go into it with an open mind and ready to change your life, and you read those books, I'm telling you, they will change your life. They're just they are just so easily digestible, so relatable. Um, just it really is a good way to understand the law of attraction, a very basic understanding of it, and that is, the perfect way to get started is with the basics. So The Secret and The Power are going to be my first recommendations. Like I said, I no longer have those books. um, I those books, it's something I love doing with them. I've had a couple copies of them, and I gift them when I feel like they've served me. I gift them to somebody in my path who seems like they need it at that time, and that's just for me a really special thing I like to do with that. So like I said, I've had a couple copies of them, and I have all gifted them to people throughout my life. So right now I do not own a copy of that book. Otherwise, I would have shown it to you guys. Okay, so the next book. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna do this in a random order because I don't even know. Okay, but the next book, this is a book series, and this book, just like The Secret and The Power, completely changed my life. If it was not for me finding these books, or these books coming into my resonance field, I would not be where I am today. These books, I will and do recommend them to every single person I meet. They spoke to me on such a deep level. But they are the Conversations with God series by Neale Donald Walsch. Um, this is like he just like I think in 2019, or oh god, it was probably like 2017 or 2018 now. I don't know. He just released the newest installment. I think these books like started in, I think it was like the 60s or 70s, or it started maybe even 90s. I don't know. Time is not a thing for me, but anyways, these books started a long time ago, and then he just released one of his latest installments a few years back, and they are timeless. They are just so incredible. He also has like Friendships with God, Home with God. So those are all in the same wheelhouse as the Conversation with God books, but they're just kind of branched off of it. So any of the With God books by Neale Donald Walsch will completely and totally change your life. Like, now I'm talking about it, I'm about to read these books again because they're just so powerful. Um, okay, and so the next book that I recommend. So this is for parents out there. I read this book when I was pregnant with my daughter, um, and and by no means am I perfect at all with parenting. Honestly, I should probably touch up with this book too because it's been a while. But this book really helped me with parenting. So this is The Conscious Parent. Can you see it? Oh, there you go. The Conscious Parent. This is really, really helped me. Things that I read, 5 years ago in this book still come up today when I'm trying to parent my child and do the right thing, and just some of those battles that you have in parenthood. So this book definitely helped me, and like I said, some of the things that I read this 5-6 years ago stuck with me still to this day. So this is a great, great read. The next one is, I'm sure many of you have read this one too. This one's another just powerful, powerful, powerful book. This is The Four Agreements. This one, so a little story for me. I've had this book for, I think, 12 years. And there's been times in my journey where I've tried to read this book and I literally couldn't. I was not ready. I had to like put the book down, and I just actually recently reread this book all the way through about 3 months ago, and I got new messages this time, and it was so powerful. But it really made me realize how, if you're not ready to you really got to look at yourself and be willing to make some changes when you read this book. And if you're not ready, that's okay. Like I said, there was many times that I tried and I was not ready for this book. But it's one of those that if you're really trying to grow after reading this book, you need to take a hard look in the mirror and in your life, and the way you respond to things, and the way you behave, and your kind of autopilot that you are on. It's just a very good self-awareness book, and yeah, this one is wonderful. Okay, the next one is kind of similar to the Four Agreements. It's all beat up. Sorry, I've had it for a while. The Master Key System. This one's kind of one of those ones where you have to do work with it, if that makes sense. There's they want it's kind of there's journal entries, and because it's all about unlocking yourself. And yeah, so this one, I'm gonna be honest, I've read it all the way through, but I have not been able to do everything in this book all the way through. I just don't have I haven't had the consistency or the discipline. And yeah, this one, even when you touch this book, for me, I feel the power in it, and it's one I always look at, and I'm just one day, I'm mastering you. It's one of those books for me. I stare at it, and I'm just one day, But yeah, so this one's kind of, you got to be willing to put in the work for sure, but super powerful, super interesting. Okay, and then, so these three I'm just going to kind of all show together. These kind of books are actually my favorite books. After I read them, I'm wanting more. And this is all about quantum physics and the laws of the universe and stuff, and how basically quantum physics and spirituality go hand in hand. So the DNA field and the law of resonance, creating reality through conscious thoughts. So this is after you've read The Secret and The Power, and you understand law of attraction, and you create your reality. This is the science behind it. And once you can understand this, and that it's not just hippy dippy mumbo jumbo, and you fully understand what scientists are saying, and you understand quantum physics, which it sounds intimidating, but quantum physics is really not. It's just that your thoughts create your reality. That's what quantum physics states. So this one's one of my absolute favorites. Science and the Akashic Field. And then this one, The Physics of Consciousness. So these kind of books are my favorite. If you have any recommendations on these kind of books, because sometimes with these kind of books, these three are my favorite, but I have other ones that I just can't really click in with. But these three were just, yeah. So if you have any like these, definitely drop a comment below, please. But so that's more for people that need more like tangible or scientific and like all that kind of stuff. It breaks down how the science and the spirituality are the same. It's the same thing, the same concept. And then the last book that I have here for you guys is, I've showed it in my past lives video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But this is all about the hidden power of your past lives. So this book's really old. It came with like a CD that you put in like a CD player. And so I don't even know. Yeah, it's a free CD with it. So I don't know. I'm sure like technology nowadays, it like comes with like a downloadable player thing. But anyway, so what the point of this is, you read the book and it kind of breaks down like past lives and souls and tells you stories about other people's, and just breaks everything down for you, really makes it digestible so you can understand it. And then it's a CD that actually is a past life regression and meditation, and it puts you out and you have past life regressions. And so my first couple of past life regressions I did was using this, and they were absolutely the most intense and powerful, and like I really saw, and like it was crazy. Maybe it was because it was my first one, but it was crazy with this book and CD set. So if you are interested in past lives, I would highly recommend this one. And that's all the books. These are the ones I keep up in my room, so that's all the ones I had with me right now. There are a couple other ones that I really like. Be Here Now and what is it? Be Here Now, and Be Love Now by Baba Ram Dass. Those are really kind of cute, but really just powerful books. The energy in them is really powerful. What's the other one? I have like a couple Kundalini books. You can't see it right now. I have one on my dresser, and one on my bookcase. Those books are, I've never been able to read them all the way through. They are really powerful, really intense. Yeah, so I wouldn't overly recommend them to people just beginning this journey and stuff, but yeah, if you do know about your chakra systems and Kundalini and awakening, the serpent and all of that kind of stuff, I would recommend. Here, I have one of them. I'll grab it. This one. I have this one. Oops, can you see it? That one. Like I said, I have this one, and then I have one on my shelf that my father-in-law gifted to me. Thank you very much. And I read them, but I have not been able to read them all the way through because the energy is so powerful. So yeah, so that is my book recommendation or book video. Thank you so much, Melissa, for the idea. I love it, loved it so much. Like I said, guys, if you guys have any recommendations for me, I am always open. Like, please give me all the books. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, make sure to like it, share it, subscribe. I appreciate you all. See you next time.